Namaste. Good evening, everybody. My name is Spirit, and this is my channel. Okay. Uh, I always start off with a prayer. Let's see here. Trying to get this light. This is not right. Sort of shiny. No. Oh, that's a little bit better, but okay. So this is about living with a narcissist. Okay. True story, and this is my life. Okay, so all right. I pray that you being rooted and established in love. This is from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 17. Okay, so I'm going to uh, begin where I stopped with this story about my ex husband and my baby daddy. So, okay. This is when she was 2 years old. Uh, there was a short time my baby and her dad was close. Then I started noticing when my ex got up to go to work, uh, he drove a taxi. So he had odd hours and time to cheat because he was cheating. I hear her making sounds, and she never cried ever. Always smiling. I would notice her diaper would be completely off or half off. My mind wandered, but I said no, I couldn't think of that. Uh, Happened because uh, never changed diapers. Okay, uh, I did anything. He never did anything for her. All right, for his own daughter. So that should have been a red flag for me. An incident happened. I uh, I had obsessive uh, uh, cheating in this town, and he and I started. He started trying to like own me and narcissists, and I would not do whatever he said. He would take the money and he would send it home to his parents, and other things he would buy, and big boxes, and he would send them back to Haiti. Uh, but he wasn't paying the bills. Once he left my hometown and not around my family, he sort of got, uh, he wasn't afraid anymore to do anything to me. Uh, he was afraid of my parents. In other words, once we got out of my town, he sort of got that fear was gone, so he did whatever he wanted to. All right, I I would he would come home in the daytime, park his taxi, and get the family car, and he would have a car, well, two cars, because I did not have a second key to the taxi. All right. And on this day, I got fed up with him. And it was time to pay the insurance and everything like that. And he asked for keys. They was on the table in the dining area. I grabbed them, and my daughter was on the, yeah, she was standing in between him and I. And so he was raising his voice. I wasn't. I was assertive, and I looked him straight in the eye, and I wasn't afraid of him. I, I think he thought I would, but I wasn't. So, uh, my daughter was saying, "No, no," patting him on the legs for him to stop yelling at me and raising his voice. And you should have seen the face on him. It was like, oh, what? The hatred in him for me and her, because he looked down at her, and my heart just, wow, he doesn't care about her or me. He cares about the money. And I realized the next thing I know, he is swinging, and I see his fist, and he's dark skinned, and his knuckles are actually white. And God put me in the right place and gave me that energy and quickness to grab my baby up, put her in my arms, and she was crying. And she never cried. Never. And still looking at him, I looked at him, and he's just standing there like a dummy. And I'm saying to myself, he actually hates not only me, but our baby. I had the keys in my hand and her, and she was crying. But I when I had her in my arms, she slowly stopped whimpering and was looking at him. And I threw the keys at him. I don't know if he caught them or not. And I said to him, take those keys and you get out of here. And I said, don't come back. Because if you come back and you lay down in the bed with me, you will never wake up. And he looked at me, still was looking at me, that angry face. It was like evil 10 times over, a billion times. So I didn't see any type of emotion in him. And I locked the door and called my dad. And once I called him, uh, he said, come home. I said, Dad, I said, I will. And I said that I have to make arrangements. But my daughter to come first. And once she's gone with you all, I said, because he may take her one day, and I don't want that. And we was talking what I needed to do and everything. And after that, almost every week or every day, I spoke to my father, which helped me a lot. So that's what happened. Uh, so he was not the person I married. It, once I saw that, I did not want to be or around him anymore. I started making plans and get money when he wasn't there because he would take the money and put it in his drawer. So I would take the money for us and put it in my checking account in my name, never in his name. But back then, uh, I could get a plane ticket by uh, using his checking account. So I made arrangements through his checking account to get my mom's ticket and my daughter's ticket. And after that, even. And she moved on with it, my mom and dad. Then after that, I moved, and he didn't know where I was at. Uh, and I'm thinking right now that he was and is a malignant narcissist. Uh, and right now, I'm picturing the point where he raised his hand, and that time, now my daughter's a little thing, uh, but she was 2 years old, and she was a little tiny thing. I mean, oh, wow, yeah, little skinny legs, and but she she was wonderful. And I'm thinking that if he had hit her in the head, he probably would have knocked her against the wall. She would be dead. I wouldn't have her right now, and he would be dead because I would have killed him right that instant because I loved her and she was my baby, and he had raised his hand to hurt her. So God had plans for me, plans for my daughter, and thank God it didn't happen. I thank God for that. And I'm glad I'm glad I got out and got her out first because I did not know what type of person he was because a malignant narcissist as a sociopathic, psychopathic person. And he would do anything, including killing me and her too, because he could not control me or her. So we were in danger. And I'm glad that I am out of that and she is thriving. I'm thriving. And I thank God for my father. And so now I will I'm going to close right now because this is really affecting me because I'm remembering, uh, and I can't talk, so I'm going to say, uh, I'm going to read this icebreaker and then uh, I'm going to read it until the next the next time. I I got a lot to go through on him because he was a monster. Okay, is a monster. What is one thing you are most excited about for the future of space exploration? I'm not excited about ex- space exploration. I put it this way: if God can put us here, He can put other people on other planets. And if we are not narcissistic enough to say that there's no other people in no other area, then we're stupid. So God can do anything. If he can put us here, he can put other people in other planets on other planets. So space expo- space exploration. I don't care. To be honest, I already know. So it it doesn't matter to me. I put my mind on other things like people, God, and following God's word and helping people like He wanted me to do. And I'm doing that. And, and I hope this working to help other people. This is me and my life, and He wanted me to tell other people. So, good night, and thank you so much. And share this with other people and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste.